We good, we good, we good. So like I said, we back. Like I said, this gonna be a short stream, so I didn't want to play something that would possibly drag out. Hey, what I was trying to play, Pacific Drive, yeah, that would have been a long time. So, at least if I can, sort of, play around with it a little bit. But I appreciate y'all. We're gonna go ahead and, like I said, weird time. Like I said, usually on at 8. Like I said, I had some important stuff to take care of, or to talk about, or to, So, like I said, I ain't wanna, my sniff gut was having problems, kicking and stuff. So I was there listening and just being supportive. Other than that, I'd have probably been right at an 8. But it is what it is. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all listening. So we're gonna go ahead and get into Sonic 1. We're gonna play Sonic 1. Probably just go ahead and be Sonic. And that would be that. But I appreciate y'all, man. We over 500 subscribers, like I said, which is a big deal. Especially for a small YouTuber like myself. But still got a long way to go. We gotta get watch hours, gotta get a lot of stuff to get monetized. So I need to step my game up. I've been slacking a little bit, so I need to step my game up a little bit, but I just got so much other stuff going on, trying to find a real job, be honest, well, a real second job, and hopefully support my child when it gets here. So that's my main focus. So that's what I've been focusing on. I need to do more uploads, things like that nature, but that's what it's going to be. So, like I said, I'm going to try to do at least an hour, depending on how the flow goes. But I got to work in the morning, so I don't want to be on here too long. But I appreciate y'all, and thank y'all for the support. So, I ain't going to waste no time, not going to talk much. Let's go ahead and get into the game. Of course, Sonic the Hedgehog, another all-time classic game. The original Sonic 2 has its place. So let's see. Let's just go original. Let's go with Sonic, because the original Sonic the Hedgehog was only Sonic. So let's go with him. We gonna start a new game, of course. All right, let me address something, and I'll be ready to go. All right, so Let's go. So I figured we ain't gonna probably get through the whole game tonight. Because the game is about maybe an hour and a half if you doing well. Yeah, Pacific Drive, try to condense that to an hour. Wouldn't have been good to me, so maybe next Wednesday we'll touch on it. But I'll be honest about this. I'm gonna put this out there, because I know she not watching anyway. So sort of torn now because we talked about. She said specifically my family. I guess more like a meet and greet. Like she went to have a baby shower for just my family to attend. I guess. I mean, I don't want to say to attend, but like that'd be the main thing to her to meet my family. So. I had ideas popped in my head, like, alright, because we talked about merge as well. We talked about names. I guess I'm just gonna let her, now that I talked to her night again, I'm just gonna let her name the kids. Like, my last name gonna be there, so, well, I said kids, plural, but, I mean, the kid, I'm just gonna let her name the kid. She got, like, most women, like, they have a pattern with they name the kid. She got a sort of initial pattern. Now, personally, I want, like, if it's a girl, I want my older sister to honor her. Like, I wanted her name to be, like I said, that meant to be the middle name. Like, I was gonna let her definitely do the first name. But she made a good point. She was like, like she don't like naming her kids after like anybody, and I kind of get that. Cause I said my middle name is my uncle's name, and I didn't really care for that, so I get what she means. But I guess, just, she was like, well, all of them tattoos, or other ways, But I think more as far as that, like, she made a good point as far as that, like, that's more for, like, celebrities, like, like, just for example, like LeBron James, that's why he's having a lot of problems because he's a junior. And honestly, like I said, if the women say they want to be a junior, I would get it. I would go with it, but honestly, I don't think I want a junior, So I get. Her point is valid, like, cause I sort of agree with her. But just for me, like I said, I admit it was selfish. Like if it's a boy, I want to have one of my dad's names. It don't have to be his first name, and my sister same way. So, because they was more important to me, or my mom, but. I get it. Like, obviously she didn't say that. She just got a pattern that so I just roll with that. And the last name will be mine, so I'm good with it. So that's okay. Like I said, most of these zones got 3 zones. So like I said, we've been having productive conversations. I said the last 2 days, because, truth free, as they used to say, I guess, and I hope she's starting to realize, like, I'm just an emotional guy. Like, I don't, first I used to be the opposite. Like, I was a person that held everything in. I didn't show emotion at all. And I think that's what pushed me, well, in my opinion, like I said, as far as my depression, stuff like that. I like to show my emotion when I can. I don't like to be. I guess now I just feel like for the last, I'm gonna just kept it at 10 years. Like everybody always tell you how you should feel, how this and that. I hate that. And I think at times she sort of try to like tell me how I don't like that at all. Don't tell me how to feel, but I get it. Like like I said, I'm sort of from my old school era as well. Like my father didn't show a lot of emotion at all, but at the same time, he was very. No, he showed it at the same time. At the right times. It's like when it was like a death in the family or something like that. He showed a lot of emotion. I don't want to say a lot, but that's what he showed. Like, he rarely showed his emotion, but he showed it like, right at the right time. So I guess, I guess I don't. But, and then most women today, like, and during this sort of move, I don't want to say movement, but most women want this equal crap, when it had to be independent and all that stuff. Basically, I feel like they got to be numb to feelings, and because my friend, like, she don't show nothing, like, Now, in the beginning, she did, like, I mean, as far as, like, having fun and stuff like that. But, overall, she don't, a lot of things don't faze her. She don't, I don't want to say acknowledge me, but she don't, like, she don't, I guess I'm using the word compliment. She basically don't tell me, alright, what do I like? But obviously she likes me, and I guess that's what she's thinking, like, alright, I'm having a child. Like, it should be obvious that you mean something to me. But to me, like, yeah, I mean, a part of that is true, but at the same time, like, you don't say, like, alright, what do I like about you don't really say much. And maybe that's sort of a me problem. But that's just where I stand on it. But I'm gonna say this publicly, that I love her, and honestly, she's the last person I want to be with. I got some news today from my big bro, Don. And I would say it's complicated because, honestly, like, I was just put it like this, like, my ex said some things today to him, like, they still work together, so, and I'm not saying it's cat, but, I just think it's, like I said, this is a pet peeve of mine. Only way I think is might be just nonsense because it's like, all right, you have my direct, like anybody that has your direct contact, but they keep talking to your mutual people, whatever mutual. Like to me, I think that's crap because you shouldn't hear from it, and and that's why like he's a social butterfly. I'm not. Like I keep everything close to the chest, most of the time. But he's social, just to make my point. So he's thinking like, all right, like just say it, He don't like the hide stuff. I don't even like my principles. No, I don't like to hide and not talk about things. But like I understand, like it's me. I understand it's other people. You can't compromise other people. So that's why I'm not just open with everything. So, but and like I said, the way we ended was complicated, and I'm not gonna get deep into it, but so it was hard for it's still like to this day she don't know my status, she don't know that I'm about to have a kid, she don't know none of that. As far as what he says, but he's the type also that and I don't mean this in a negative way, he's a gossiper. So it's like it's killing him not to tell her like exactly what's going on with me. So and he sort of done this before. Like he would say he ain't say nothing, but he might have just said enough. But only why I think he haven't said a lot because I think just me knowing her as much as I know her, she would have asked just flat out, just asked me. But I just could, I just wanted to be the right time, just because it's just, and then the way she is, she don't, we don't. She's not a talker either. So, but basically, she was like, well, because I still look out for, because she looked out for me. So like even though I'm trying to do what I'm doing, like when she asks me for anything, if I got it, if it's not a big hurt, I just let her have it. So I guess she would have paid me back by taking me somewhere or whatever. So that was his stand. So I say, well, yeah, I mean, because honestly, like the person I'm with is sort of complicated right now. Like I feel like she's starting to come back to me a little bit, and we communicating more, talking more. But at the same time, I feel like we could go somewhere and get something to eat, and that's it. It don't have to be nothing more than that. I don't think that's wrong, in my opinion, because like I said, she don't. Give me that attention. Like she about to go to North Carolina. Like, I don't know what she doing. She about to go away for the weekend, another state, do whatever. Like she still go trips and stuff like that. So, not saying that I'm not excusing about, but I mean, I just see little things that make me feel like, all right, but it's at the same time, she do sort of give me, like, she still calls, she still talk to me. So, I guess, like I said, certain things you just gotta let time, just, you gotta be patient, you gotta let the time, like, because if it's not wrong, I guess it'll come to the light eventually. And I don't want to think there's nothing's wrong, but so, like I said, I'm just venting right now, y'all. So it's 9:42. I say about 10:30. Wherever we at, we'll end the stream, and that'll be it. But I appreciate y'all, man. Let's talk about sports. This is a sports channel as well. I saw that Stephon Diggs has signed a contract with the Washington Commanders, so that's interesting. Of course, they lost Debo, but and then it's interesting because Brandon Ayuk, that was the place he wanted to play for. So they get Diggs. Diggs got some issues off the, off the field. The allegations. Well, he beat one allegation, but now it's allegations with a guy. And then, he dealt with Cardi B. It seems like that's sort of here and there. I don't know how that's going, but I think he would fit in, like, despite what you want to think about his off-the-field stuff. He's a great receiver. He produces, so Jay Adele's need something steady. Debo went back to San Francisco, so he needs it. So I think that would help Washington. We'll see. But he's going to give you something, so I actually don't have a problem with it, but we'll see how it unfolds overall. So that was probably one of the biggest sports news of the day. So I looked at my schedule next week. I think I don't work again after the weekend. After Friday, I don't work again until Wednesday. But we'll see if I'm off. Like I said, Thursday, Thursday, just a normal day I like to do. So, as far as the sports blog. So, if I'm off that Thursday, I'll do it. If I work, I'll do Tuesday because I'm off Tuesday again. So that'll be our day. And we'll talk about all that then. I guess I'll be truthful with y'all. Like I said, I leaked out a lot of stuff tonight. The whole thing, and like I said, maybe you should go by feelings a lot with a lot of things. So I do agree with that. But with my friend that I'm with for now, my frustration is it's like, and I guess maybe you can call it what you call it, but I have a lot of love for this person. I respect this person. Yes, I'm a person that for me, like I said, I don't want to get into my depressive state. We talked about that last night, but I'm a person that I try to hold on to a lot of good memories, and I have this short period of time that we has been together. I guess we could put it that way. I look at a lot of the good times. It means something to me, and I tried to explain that yesterday, but that's just me. Like, I like to hold on to a lot of positive memories because when I went through my depression, and like I said, I used to hold a lot of things inside, so now I sort of maybe express it too much, what I feel, so. And I think she's the person that's sort of the opposite. I think she suppressed a lot of things. And maybe, if we, be together as long as I hope that we are, maybe she'll open up to me. And I think it's a lot of stuff that she's, just clearly just not opening up, not wanting to share or whatever, or don't want to talk about. That she just suppress a lot of things. I don't think that's good either. So, but see if we can get this one. Oh snap! Check that there. Oh well. I ain't trying this again. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna finish this zone, and then that'll be it. So it'll be just like a short stream tonight, like I said. So it's the final act. Cause Lava Drum was kind of long, so. But Friday, I don't know what I got planned for Friday yet, but we'll definitely do something Friday because I don't have to work until Wednesday after that. So we'll definitely do, maybe we'll do an extra, like I said, we'll do 3 hours instead of 2. And I died there. So that's my fault. Yeah, so that's my plan. Maybe we'll do something longer on Friday night. But like I said, I gotta work, so so that's what that is. So yeah, we'll finish this zone and then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Of course, this is the boss also. Barbara zone kind of long also. Like, I think, well, with Sonic 1 period, well, all the Sonic games eventually, it's like, they promote speed, but some of the zones you got no choice but to take your time or you're gonna die, so. That Barbara zone definitely is. You gotta take your time. Ah, come on. Of course, that would have been an extra life, but instead, get the star coin. I think we go back this way. Yeah, I did get a coin. Yep, that's it. Oh man, yeah, that's what I said. That's why this was long. Because if you die, it's not a lot of checkpoints. So. I ain't gonna lie, I'm sort of fumbling through it. Gotta be more careful. I don't got no coins. Hey, we just got a checkpoint. Oh, forget the boss. So I said, this is gonna be it. Then we're gonna get out of here. So put both of these videos though in a Wild Wednesday stream cuts. Playlist. But that's it. We done. Spring Yard Zone, one of my favorite zones, but we're not gonna play that tonight. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna go and get up out of here. So Friday night, like I said, I'm gonna try to play something that will take up a lot of time. Maybe we'll do a 6-hour live stream like we did with Max Payne. Maybe Max Payne. We don't know. But and then by Thursday, I usually like to put up my my theme and my games of for Sunday night. So but like I said, I've been trying to get into my uploads as well. But I appreciate y'all. I'm going to shut it down. Go ahead and get ready for tomorrow. Love you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to my man Keeper. NFL, oh shit. Unofficially but officially, NFL game, Hall of Fame game tomorrow night. So maybe we'll talk about that on Friday night. See how that goes. Cardinals and Panthers. Like now, especially with this game, you don't see a lot of starters and all that, so don't expect it, but it's still NFL football, and it kicks off the preseason. Then we got a whole week we gotta wait again to next Thursday to everyone else to play. But still, like I said, when I was growing up, this was a big game. Hall of Fame game was a huge game. First of all, it used to be Sunday night. The Hall of Fame ceremony used to be Saturday night, and then Sunday, the Hall of Famers come out with their their jackets and stuff like that. I don't know if they still do that because it's Thursday, because you already know who the Hall of Famers are. But like I said, growing up, that was like preseason was more prevalent. Now preseason, you only got 3 games for most of the teams, other than the Cardinals and Panthers got to play an extra game. That was always the case. Like if you played the Hall of Fame game, you played the extra game. Then everybody else, like you played 5, and then it was 4 for everybody else. But now it's 2 and 3 and 4 and 3. So, but I'll probably be looking up for it tomorrow night. But thank y'all. I'm out. Appreciate y'all. Sorry, for whatever. But like I said, I got a lot going on. Like I said, we've been through a lot of up and downs. Like throughout the years, like I said, it's been times I've been offline for 6-7 months, even longer. That could be possibly coming. So I just like to warn you guys, because if I get this, if every day goes like I wanted to go, I'm gonna be working a lot, so I'm not gonna be able to stream anyway or do a lot of content anyway. But um, or like I said, it might be like overnight types things. But most of my a lot of my supporters is from overseas, so they already so the timeline benefits that side. But like I said, we'll see. But thank y'all. I'm not gonna waste your time because I don't want to waste mine. So peace and love, y'all. I will see y'all on Friday night. And maybe tomorrow, depending on how my day goes, maybe I come home and do some uploads. But other than that, I'll see y'all there. Peace and love, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for being here for Wednesday night streams and Wild Wednesday streams, as I call it. And see y'all there. Peace and love.